Hi, I'm Dave, that's my head. I've only been doing retro gaming stuff since Memorial Day, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but I did a thing that might interest you. You could probably learn from what I got wrong, if nothing else. I bought a Legends Gamer Mini from Gamestop when it was on sale for $61 and decided to try to turn it into a Bartop arcade. The arcade does not need to be plugged in, and it has a monitor that you can turn in either direction. The power bank inside of it is this Heyday 20,000 milliamp power bank. It was $40 from Target, and I needed it to be that strong to power the monitor. The monitor is this G-Tech 15.6 inch HD monitor. It's the kind that plugs into the side of a laptop. It's USB powered. You can see it's got two USB-Cs and an HDMI mini that goes right into the HDMI of the gamer core. On the back, it has two speakers, which is great because the gamer core and the gamer mini do not have speakers. The speakers are surprisingly loud to me, but I don't like things super loud. You might be looking at the back of this going, hey, that's completely flat, how are you going to mount that? And that's a big issue, and we'll get to that later. The first problem I ran into trying to make this a Bartop arcade is that the Legends gamer core does not have an on and off switch, and this is basically my Pandora's box, so I need it to turn on and off. The solution for this is very simple. I just bought a USB extension cord that has an on and off switch, and since I also needed to turn the monitor on and off, I bought a USB splitter to plug the monitor into the same thing as the core so they would both turn on and off at the same time. And since the monitor has a USB 3, I had to get an adapter to make that be able to go into the splitter. I knew I had to turn the Legends Gamer Mini itself on and off separately because it's got that switch there at the top, and that was fine. I didn't want to do any type of wiring because I don't know what I'm doing to be able to make it all turn on and off with one switch, so I figured two switches was fine. The Mini has a USB cord that you plug into any power source and it charges and you get 5 hours worth of play out of that, which seems like plenty to me. Here it is just laid out on the table. There's only one cord going into the power bank that goes to the on-off switch, which connects to the splitter that goes to the core and the monitor. When I turn the switch on, the core comes on, then the monitor, and I have to hit the red switch on the Mini itself to turn it on. To tidy things up, I cut a hole in the back of the Mini, which that plastic is like kryptonite. It was really hard to drill through and saw, but I ran the cord inside it and then put grooves on the front of it so that I could have the on-off switch just sit right in the front. And once you put the lid back on, it's completely flush and it's black on black, so it looks really good. This is the cabinet I bought from Etsy for the Bartop. It was $105 when I bought it. Now it's on sale for $95. I bought it specifically because it was wide enough on the inside to fit the Legends Gamer Mini in it. And this is from a company called Arcade Machine. The inside of the cabinet was actually an inch too wide, so I had to put those half-inch pieces of plywood on both sides and drill holes at the top that were going to go right into the top of the Mini. You can see it there on the reverse angle completed. I put them in there, and it is so snug in there, it doesn't move at all no matter how hard you shake it around. If you look closely on both, you can see that the wood split on both sides. I guess I wasn't supposed to drill into it that way, or I used too big of a screw, I don't know, but that was one of the biggest mess ups I made. You can see right there where the wires are coming out through the back of the Mini, and they're going to sit inside the cab there where no one can see them. And that is where the USB cord goes to charge the Mini, and that's going to go right into the power bank whenever I need it. The power bank will be sitting inside the cab too. In order to be able to turn the monitor for portrait mode, I bought one of those standard VESA mounts that's for TVs and computer monitors. It was $12 on Amazon. In order to be able to turn the monitor without it bumping into anything, including the wires, I had to first of all get rid of the panel where the speakers would sit. It's a good thing that the monitor has speakers on the back of it. That worked out perfectly. And I also had to take the board where the monitor mounts and move it back and also up to be able to make that turn easily. So how did I get the monitor that's completely flat on the back to be on this mount? I mounted the VESA mount to a 1x2 piece of wood, and then I glued that 1x2 to the back of the monitor using JB Quick Weld, which really did the job. You can't bump into it. If you bump into it, it's going to break off, which I found out the hard way and had to re-glue it. But the good news was when it came off, the glue came off in one piece that stuck to the wood and left the monitor intact in case I ever wanted to use the monitor again. So I just have to be really careful when I'm moving the monitor around. I have to be like very ginger with it or I could break it off, which is the biggest shortcoming of all the things I did. There you can see what's inside it. There's nothing in there but the power bank and the core and the wires. But from that, I've got the entire system, and it costs $61. So this is better than a Pandora's box. It's better than a JAMMA board, and I've got the USB in there with the CoinOps X, so I have 1,700 games in this thing. I don't have to do any wiring or any programming. Plus, I have all the buttons and the joystick, and the buttons and joystick that come with the Mini are great. So this is, if somebody can come up with a better way to build this than I did, this could be a really good alternative to the guts of something that uses JAMMA or uses a Pandora's box. And I forgot to even mention, it's got arcade net, it's got streaming games, it's got Wi-Fi. You can do anything with it that you can do with any Act Games product. It is super powerful to be able to do all that for $61, which is less than usually the core goes for by itself. There's the on and off switch. Once I put the top back on, it looks like it's part of it because it's black on black. Here's me actually turning it on. You can see the glowing green. That means the Mini is on. The monitor is on. I had to turn on the Mini. You couldn't see me do it. I did it off camera. But that's how that works. And then in reverse, when I'm ready to shut it down, I shut off the Mini. I shut off the on-off switch, and I'm done. So you can see the monitor just went out, and going around the back you can see the Gamer Mini is not glowing green, and I'm going to speed it up just to show you that after about 30 seconds the charger, the power bank shuts off. So you're done. You turn it off and you walk away. The side of the monitor has the power cord and the HDMI out, which is not the greatest place for them to be. I wish they were in the back, but they're not. But I wanted to show you this because when you turn this from portrait mode, you turn it clockwise. You're going to see it here sped up just because it takes a minute for it to reset. But it was in regular horizontal mode. I changed it to vertical. You see it switched, and then I have to turn it clockwise. And you can not only rotate this, you can also tilt it back and forth. The last thing I wanted to show you was the headphone jack. When it's in horizontal mode, it's fine because the headphones hang underneath the screen, but when you tilt it for vertical, the headphones are at the top. So I had to tape back the wire with some electric tape to get it out of my face. Alright, that's it. I know I did this wrong and I did it poorly. I'm hoping that someone who knows what they're doing, who knows how to wire and knows how to build things and has all kinds of tools in a workshop will do a version of this that is right and then show us all how to do it, or just show me how to do it. I'm very selfish. That's it. I'm not making a channel, so I'm not going to see you on the next one. I don't intend to do any more videos, so goodbye forever. And thanks for watching.